One thing women do that bothers me is that we marry as if we are marrying ourselves. Because you have butterflies in your stomach for somebody does not mean they feel the exact same thing towards you. And most of the time we believe that we can pray things into existence. Yes, you can pray things into existence. You can manifest things into existence even. But when it comes to another human being, marriage is between you and someone else. So when it comes to relationships, you cannot manifest the person's desires. The person manifests their own life. So it is not, your marriage will not happen based on your manifestation or based on your imaginations and your dreams. So it is paramount for you to meet somebody who has the same dreams as you, who feels the same butterflies that you're feeling. You may not have control over your feelings, but you have control over your behavior. But here is another thing you don't have control over. You don't have control over the person's feelings, and you don't have the control over the person's behavior. Now, the person may have control over their own, may not have control over their own feelings, but they have control over their behavior. Put that in mind. If somebody has control over their behavior, yet they chose to behave badly towards you, why exactly are you trying to convince yourself that this person is capable of giving me this dream life that I have? The person has chosen to act on their feelings. If somebody likes you and they love you genuinely, it is easy for them to behave right around you. But if somebody is now choosing to behave inappropriate around you, the person has now chosen to treat you badly. Instead of you to just pick the memo and leave, you will be here trying to pray this man into behaving right. He's behaving according to how he feels. And you cannot blame the person you can blame the person for his behavior, but you cannot blame the person for how they feel. So instead of staying and praying that the person eventually loves you, leave, please, because it is never going to happen. It is never going to happen. So there's this person that has been in a very, very toxic relationship. Now, she may not be physically abused in the relationship, but by all means, the person has made it clear to her that they don't like her that much. He may not have said it, but his character has said it severally. Instead of her to just leave the relationship, she keeps on praying. Sometimes you hear things like they are married actually. So you hear things like she took his shoes to go and pray and that the person will change. And it's been over 13 years and the person has not yet changed. When do you think the person will change? What is going to happen in that scenario is by the time the man gets to like 60, he will calm down and start behaving right. At that point, there is no life in him anymore. So he's expecting you to care for him. At that point, it's more as if his life depends on you. He needs somebody to care for him at that point. So he does not have the power to make him behave badly towards you. Now he knows that tables have turned. So he's going to depend on your kindness. Hence he changed. Not like your prayers was answered. That prayer was never answered. Any prayer that would take me 30 years to be praying and praying for it, that answer may not even be what I want anymore. This person's feelings may not trigger your behavior, but their actions will trigger your feelings and thereby trigger your behavior simultaneously, thereby influencing the quality of life that you have. When we want to get married, even when you know that this man that you're marrying does not like you so much, he does not feel that much connection towards you, you still marry believing that the person will finance you, the person will laugh with you in the kitchen when you are cooking, he will come and give you a hug from behind, he will do this. You know, all those romantic lovey-dovey things. Innately, we all believe so. But instead of you to let this man go that has clearly proven to you that that is not what they desire, you keep holding on to him and hoping that someday he will change and desire those things. Listen, every human being desires that kind of love. Do you understand? They just don't desire it from you. That's the thing. So leave them and find somebody who desires it and desires it from you as well. You see why a lot of men are just shouting. You see why a lot of men believe that what they want in relationship is respect, not love. It is because the women they are with are already giving them love. So they feel like what they want is that total dominance. Not like they are lacking respect, but they want to dominate these women. They want to subdue the women. So it is not about respect. It is not like they lack respect. The society respects men for no reason. Most women respect men for no reason. Even the ones that are not married to them respect them. So their problem is because women are already giving them love. So they are not lacking love. They are not lacking affection. They are not lacking that mushy because you're already giving it to them. But they don't feel the need to give it to you in return because they do not value you as much. So focus on looking for people who value you and who respect you and who loves you and who are mushy about you. Listen, you cannot pray certain things into existence.